Hi there, and welcome to Celeb Hut. Well, it deteriorates when you refer the sum to the meeting key. D resembles no doubt that the understanding sum was $1,000. So as per K, he's guaranteeing that Puffy offered him $1,000 to Suge or Tupac. Currently, we're figuring out that might have been the sole justification for this man selling Diddy out since, supposing that you haven't heard at this point Diddy may be coming to jail, we're following some and letting it be known right now. Country security raiding the homes of Diddy. It's on the right track to Gene's stand in the newsroom with the breaking subtleties. Jan, what might you do at any point? Let us know policing is being completed, as we don't take the cases from me. If from individual VIPs, you must be inquisitive about what they struck home about, you realize Keefe D was doing a ton of talking. Certain individuals have said Diddy has had the option to stroll as a liberated person for quite a long time since he has companions in high places. While others have implied that he has extraordinary abilities, it appears that neither of those things will be enough to stop the force of squealing. Assuming you have much familiarity with the Diddy circumstance, as of now drifting around on the planet, you'd realize that the magnate had this. This has been coming for quite a while. I mean, assuming you're a previous right-hand fellow who had uncovered to the world that you never paid him, got caught by the police, and charged, is it so weird that you're the following? Objectively, it appears to be that's presently playing out directly before our countenances since Diddy might be strolling through his last days as a liberated person. Gan Bargain said it, 50 Pennies said it, and even M said over and over that Diddy no doubt contributed to the M of rappers Tup Pack and Big Deal. And keeping in mind that those cases have continued unrestrained for a year, it appears as though a ton of work could have been happening in the background. Those are currently becoming an integral factor. Continuously, this doesn't come totally as a shock on the grounds that Maine last year discusses returning those cases emerged from the police. Yet while it appears to be, nobody truly paid a lot of psyche, did he? I ought to have been staying at work past 40 hours. When I say the dance could at long last be up for the rodent mogul, I mean, it's practically 100% sure that he will not be able to squirm out of this one other than customary individuals alongside these different big names calling out to die. Diddy, at whatever point the unfortunate passing of Tupac and Big Deal concoct the unbelievable record maker, has previously been up to speed in his very own Tempest creation. I realize you probably heard the bodies of evidence raised against him in the past few months. Right now, it appears that was all a preface for what was to come, since this man is as of now in steaming hot water with government specialists. Up to this point, individuals are saying the explanation that he's arrived in the difficult situation that is placing him in the titles alongside a bureaucratic examination should be supported by some serious proof. Simply bringing the way that his back home was struck should mean that a warrant was conceded by an appointed authority. And do you have at least some idea what is introduced to an adjudicator before they sign a warrant? Otherwise known as a SNI, a large B, is all getting damnation in 2024. It's up to every one of them. It doesn't make any difference on the off chance that you are Diddy or whoever you are, in spite of the fact that it might seem remarkable, as motion pictures will generally depict an alternate. The truth is, it's not so uncommon for one individual to flip on another. It's considerably more straightforward when the previous is in prison and has never been compensated by the last option. This has all the earmarks of being the tale of Diddy in Keefe 2 or 3 hours prior. Magnate, who many have portrayed as unapproachable, was a lot of contacted after his house was accounted for to have been struck by government specialists for the news properties claimed by Shaw Diddy Combs, situated in Miami and Angeles, were assaulted by Homeland Security on Monday evening. NBC News referred to an anonymous source as saying that 3 ladies and a man have been evaluated by government authorities in Manhattan, and 3 different meetings are planned about the rundown of charges that could remember that of 2 renowned 9S rappers for an assertion. Country security examinations at HSI New York executed policing as a feature of a continuous examination with help from HSI Los Angeles, HSI Miami, and our neighborhood regulation requirement accomplices. It was hazy whether Com's New York properties were a piece of this strike. Fox 11 has likewise shared video footage of the strike taken from an above helicopter that shows a few people in cuffs outside the property, including two men who a few outlets guaranteed were children Justin and Can, although this data was not affirmed by the craftsman, and the business visionary had to deal with a few claims, originating from SA penalties that began last year with allegations from R&B vocalist Cassie, who dated Combs for quite a long time, in a suite documented on November 16th, Guar. Auntie Combs had been confrontational towards her all through their relationship. She portrayed him as a sequential, homegrown individual who might consistently beat and kick M. Ventura, said the next day the two gatherings settled the claims on what they depicted as friendly terms, following those charges by his abdication as executive of the revolt, and his Hulu unscripted TV drama was hence dropped. A great many people rush to think this strike is irrefutably attached to the claims that have been facing Diddy lately. Yet that may not completely be the case. Diddy is needed for a few things, as individuals who have strolled with him have uncovered the H. His hand is in pretty much every unlawful treat container you can imagine. Yet perhaps the greatest case he's gotten over the course of the years is in regards to his supposed contribution to the unfavorable passing of both Biggie and Tupac. What's more, the one individual who professes to have been liable for who executed the hit on them is one of Diddy's old hooligans, and it appears to be the man Keefe is presently singing like a bird. While it might seem like this man's singing is a thing that simply happened, it's really been happening for some time. Keefe is a critical figure in the Tupac End case that revealed charming insights concerning the lethal showdown that killed the notable rapper. This previous, an individual from a Southern group has transparently admitted his dynamic contribution to the occurrence driven by the commitment of 1 million dual rewards. Anyway, it's presently uncovered that he never got a single fragrance in remuneration. Key folks never got any cash for anything, not so much as a couple of shan. John Draws D likewise recognized that he informed Puffy that he was running really short on ammo as their guns were being seized during a police strike on his house. I said I was about to get some bread from Puff and get us a few weapons because they continued to strike our homes, taking our firearms, and there was information that was paying attention to this entire discussion. But that is not the end of it. Keith D., whose genuine name is Dwayne Keith, continued to relate the fight that unfolded on that evil evening of September 13th, 1996. You express that as you're driving up towards the BMW with Suge driving and Tupac in the front seat. As per D's record, the shooting started when Key saw Tupac venturing into his pocket, driving him to expect that Tupac was recovering a weapon. Key'd referenced that he was the traveler in the white Cadillac the evening of the episode anyway. He would not name different suspects, yet he affirmed that the shooter was Orlando Anderson. His nephew Keith made this admission by saying that he is passing on from disease, which adds a fascinating turn. Reggie Wright Jr. shared his point of view on the hypothesis proposing Diddy's contribution to Tupac's lamentable passing fans, rather than that he met with Puff at a sandwich shop, and Puff let him know he would give him $1,000. Sincerely embrace Reggie Jr.'s point of view in any case. The subtleties from Ked, another transform when he dives into a pivotal second at a section in Anaheim where he professes to have been in the organization of Puffy. This scene appears to be straight out of a film, in light of the fact that right now, Puffy has supposedly offered a stunning expression. He purportedly communicated his intention to take extraordinary measures to eliminate Tupac and Big Deal from the situation. In an alternate meeting, Keith D. has proactively related a progression of chilling experiences with Puffy that paint a dim and suspenseful picture. And this is the means by which we get to the $1 million duel story at an Anaheim party. Cave saw Puffy's noticeable nervousness, and obviously, something had set off this unexpected desperation. The room was loaded up with compelling figures from the hip jump world, and in the past, however, the climate was everything except loose, resembling a weighty haze of pressure looming over the get-together. Keith D clearly portrays the scene, highlighting the puffiness of parent urgency. I'm the only one alive who can truly recount 2 packs. Keefe in this 2018 series makes sense of the fact that he was at long last. Subscribe Celeb Hut for more videos.